क्या आपने कभी ऐसे रिटायरमेंट की कल्पना की है जो कॉलेज लाइफ की तरह हो? वही टेंशन फ्री लाइफ, मौज मस्ती और हमउम्र दोस्तों का साथ एक खूबसूरत जगह। आप अपनी जिंदगी के सहेजे हुए खूबसूरत पलों को दोबारा।
Please, ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming Sandeep, Sophia, and Nero, all directors from the movies you've seen. So if you don't mind coming up a bit forward so our audience can see you better. Sandeep, I'm going to start with you. I'm interested in knowing what was your objective, what is the key messages behind the movie that you made?
Thank you. This movie is simple, it depends on what couple, these days, mostly they are living relationships and everything. So after they're getting married, what's happening with them in their lives is all about. It's called I Do Ishq Only Tumse. कि इश्क शादी के बाद रहता है या नहीं है, ये मूवी में दिखाया गया है.
Thank you very much. Now, I'll be the first to admit, in all the multicultural, multilingual audience we have here, I didn't have a clue as to what he said in the end bit. I'm oftenly referred to as a coconut, brown on the outside, very white on the inside. So Hindi is a language I don't understand, so please forgive me for that. Now, Preeti, you also have some thoughts on the movie right now because you play a key role in that movie. I'm interested in your thoughts also in terms of what made you support this particular movie. Why is it important for you?
Thank you very much, and good evening, everyone. So the movie, as Sandeep said, called I Do Wish Only Tumse. In a short, abbreviated form, it's called Idiot. The movie focuses on a sweet couple and their relationship and how things turn for the worse when ego clashes happen and communication breaks down. And I don't think it's restricted to a culture or a nationality or a type of background people. It applies, it's a universal thing. And the reason I did it because this topic is so current and so common. When we're seeing relationships break down, we're seeing the divorce rate gone up. This movie actually tries to communicate to say that let go of your egos because what resides and what should really take over is love. And you can resolve the smallest of things by communication. So get away from those barriers, let go, and love. And that's the movie. So
fantastic. Yeah. I love that theme of love. By the way, did you know what the #1 cause of divorce is in Australia? Does anyone in the audience know? So, what's the #1 cause of divorce? Apparently it's marriage. Marriage is the #1 cause of divorce. No, I don't take away from the seriousness of your message. I'm sure that's a very serious theme, and clearly love is a good theme. I'm absolutely on the money. I'm going to go to Nero. Nero, tell us about your movie. What were you thinking? But more particularly, you look to be a young man. Yeah. We have a lot of aspirants out there who'd love to do what you're doing. So tell us what was your thoughts behind the movie, but more importantly, what advice would you give to any young people out there, or the older folks like us who are wanting to make movies?
Yeah, look, I mean, this is actually my first short film, and it's one of those things, do what you love. It's such a hard process. Any rational person would give up. The process of making a film, I'm sure all of these guys know, it's a nightmare. You start with pre-production, you go through casting, auditions, and then making the film, and then you have to deal with all these egos and team and all that stuff. So yeah, it's definitely love what you do. The reason why I do films is that it's one of the only ways where I can show the world how my mind works and what's on my mind. So yeah, and this is my first short film, and it sort of deals with 3 characters. It unfolds in one night between a husband, wife, and her lover, and sort of a trap within a trap, and all this lead to a thrilling conclusion. So yeah, for any aspiring filmmaker, I would say it's not hard to start out, but you've got to have a lot of courage, and you should never give up because it's such a hard process to sort of get your film up and running, especially if it's your first job film as well. Yeah.
Thank you, Nero. And interesting, I heard Preeti talk about egos, and I hear this man, Nero, talk about him projecting what's on his mind. So the question I have right now, is the film a manifestation of the director's ego? Anyway, don't have to answer that. Sarah,
yeah.
You're a young lady.
Yes.
In fact, I was most impressed when I saw you, that someone of your age getting into this field like Nero. What draws you to this career? What are you hoping to achieve? And here again, on the theme of women, and I'm a big advocate for the empowerment of women personally. We have a number of women in the audience. How do we give them encouragement? What would your encouragement be to them?
Well, the thing is, like, obviously, not just, a lot of people think that it's the whole cliche thing of being a female in the industry, being a female director in the industry, and that cliche story. But the thing is, for myself, going on a bit of a personal note as well, I find that not only being a female director, you are probably going to be intimidated by not just males, but even females in the industry, and I find that quite disheartening that a female in power, even in the 21st century, is still seen as a threat or as intimidating. But I know the crew that I work with and stuff absolutely respect that. They don't care, as long as I know I'm willing to learn and I'm willing to take feedback and constructive criticism, and I know what I want and I want to know what I want to achieve. But my main advice I give to all females who want to be directors or want to be in the film industry: you are going to cop people who are going to say, you can't do it like this, this is not what a female should do, not a lot of females do DOPing or anything like that. And that's not the most important thing. If you really care about something, you shouldn't shun it because someone else wouldn't do it like that. There are plenty of people in this industry who are going to say things like, oh, I wouldn't do it like that. And you know, like, it doesn't matter, like, it's not their way of life. And if you want to do something, you have the right to execute that however you may choose to, and don't let someone else limit you to your dreams, your ambitions, just because someone else doesn't agree with it. And the most important thing you can do as filmmakers, whether you're male or female, or you're aspiring, or you watch movies, just do it. I'm not going to do the Shia LaBeouf speech by any chance, but just give it a shot, just try. And the best thing I can do is, as long as you keep an open mind, you're willing to learn, and you stick by your guns and your responsibilities and your morals, and you work really hard in this industry, I can guarantee you will get where you want to be. And what I aspire to be is not just creating more stronger lead female roles and things like that. I just want to make the industry and be a part of the industry to grow into an environment where it's more family-like, opposing to more disconnected, because I find a lot of people can be egotistical, can be racist, can be sexist, and I want to be a part of that to make our industry a lot more community-based rather than enemy-based, because we really are all neighbours and we're all in the same industry and we're not all exactly competitors. All we're here to do is make films and change the world and express ourselves, and instead of fighting each other, we should all be working together. Thank you.
Wow, there's a lot of passion coming through from Sarah there. I have one last question I'm going to throw to any one of you on this panel. A 30-second answer. Australia, more particularly Victoria, is regarded as a melting pot of cultures, race, our linguistic abilities and our backgrounds. What do you believe, how do you believe film can be an ideal platform to bring our different melting pots together, people of very social fabrics all together into one tapestry?
I've got something, have you guys got something as well? Or? Okay, cool, we'll take it.
I think we'll hear from this gentleman, seeing that we haven't thus far.
Well, first of all,
30 seconds.
I'll give a short sales pitch on my movie, Indian. I've worked really hard, and the only message that I want to give is, if there are counselors or any of the psychologists, definitely it's you'll have very less patients coming after people watch this movie, because we have really addressed all the common issues between the couple, and also you all are requested to please watch that movie, and all the hard work that we have put in, you should give us a feedback on that as well. Coming to a question, definitely Melbourne is a very split, there was a common platform where, like the perfect example of can come together and they're good multicultural ways. They have got even working in, so it gives a real good platform for talent and diversity.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to invite and first off the rank, please forgive me if I'm pronouncing this. For those who don't know Indian people in this room and of our Indian community, any Indian family make the time for us, right? But that's fine, better late than respect your busy schedule and at the moment. And have any political affiliation that will be those people that support us. Say a few words and then I'd like to...
Thank you very much on so many wonderful performances, which of course the one and as well as of course today. I was asked whether I should go on before you sit down and watch, and with English literature I think there's of interest to me as a person, but the creativity, the products of your aliens, and hands when you look at the talent community that we have, the talent that we have in communities. and not be what it is for our multicultural development. Give them all a big round of applause. Expecting different perspectives, and I agree with in particular who said what we need concerns of people across the culture, share the joy of people, and when it's something that's shared across. I must say, but I thoroughly enjoyed as a film because I just killed myself. But again, so much energy, so much talent, so many people making it in their own time. Of course, wonderful achievements of our Indian, another example, and I look forward to being at the RMIT and seeing perhaps.
Fantastic. We're looking at staying on stage for us. We invite Mr. and Mrs. Shah as well as Mr. Gupta here again, one of the sponsors in accounting and community. And again, if you can join us as well. Ladies and gentlemen, what I'd like to do, if you don't mind, please, in a presentation and support. Come forward, Sandeep. He's next, I've done Gupta and award to Sarah. So, Sarah, well done. Thank you very much, Mr. Vipin Gendar, if you this final certificate. Thank you. Our wonderful makers and our invited young. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see your appreciation. Thank you. Call upon my have a final word.
I just want to say the film made love, have short films and a few features that we want people like you to us and like men to come into this. We want to create an industry or has focus only on genres which focus on men. Encourage people out there who want to get involved and come forward to either end today. We would really thank you very much and thanks.
Thank you so much. Moving on, we have time by Smriti Goel. Thank you so much, the lovely lady. Well, we're almost and before which we Indian dance coming up, the high energy again by the Sankat ladies on stage. Of applause, Sankat Mojan Samade.
अनीता कितना काम करोगी? थोड़ा आराम कर लो।
आराम का प्लान तो बना लिया है मैंने। वर्ल्ड टूर पे भी जाएंगे। लेट नाइट शोज भी देखेंगे और जितना मर्जी उतना सोएंगे।
अच्छा, पर कैसे?
हमारे रिटायरमेंट की तैयारी तो शुरू कर दी है, वरना एक हाउसवाइफ का रिटायर होना तो मुश्किल है।
तो आज ही शुरू कीजिए लंबी इनिंग्स की तैयारी।